this is where we're really going to see if this is silver's bottom. I guess this is like the final test. You could see it when it broke above 60, like I was mentioning, it broke above this psychological level, and now there's room to run higher. That didn't happen, of course, with what happened today. So now, if the bottom was 57 or 58, this will hold, and then we will go back up above 60. This is how low we're going to, I guess, see silver could go. We're about to find out, because if it breaks below 58, then it could go really bad.
The new AG47 apparel drop is live. We've got shirts, hats, mugs, mouse pads, and bordered pieces, and a bunch of bold new designs made for silver stackers. The quality is amazing. The designs look sharp, and this drop has something for everyone. Use code SLAYER47 at checkout for 15% off your order for a limited time. That's Slayer47 for 15% off. Go check out the new AG47 apparel drop and grab your favorites while they're still available.
Today was one of the most important days for silver. Yesterday, in the clip I showed in the beginning, I said, today is a very important day. This is the test, and we're going to see if silver could go a lot lower or if 58 is the bottom and it goes back up. Because if it goes lower and we have to break through a new low, things could get really ugly. But if we bounce back and break above 60 from, yesterday me talking about it still being at 58, I'm saying like if tomorrow, if it goes back above 60, then 58's the bottom, because 2 different times silver tried to go below that, but it didn't. It bounced back. So there's a lot of support at $58. And what happened? Well, today, silver, instead of going below 58, it bounced back above the $60 psychological level. So this even more confirms my theory that $58 is the bottom of the correction from the $121 late in January. So this is good news, right? That was our test. What was it gonna do at 58? Because we had a theory that could be the floor when it first hit 58, but then it went back up to like 63 or something, and then it went below 60 again, and we're like, okay, well, it's at 58 again, and it went back up. So that's almost guaranteed, not a guarantee, just like I said yesterday, who really knows? But it's really looking like 58's the floor, and people are piling on when it gets to that price. So maybe we should be too, right? Maybe that is the lowest price we'll be able to find silver for a long time, because every time it gets down there, it goes back up, which is good news. So we're going to be talking about that today. This article, silver jumps by 3.5% on new Iran tensions. And silver price forecast, silver jumps to near $59 as US dollar declines. This was written today, but it was written before it jumped back up above 60. But it's just interesting because the first Iran news from yesterday pushed silver down to 58 because Trump was saying that we're going to strike hard and trying to make a deal with Iran is a waste of time at the, in Tehran, and all of them are, he called them cuckoos and whatever. And yeah, but then today, silver jumps from Iran tensions. So who really knows what's going on? Now, there is actually other information that pushed silver back up, right, as the dollar declines. So yeah, we have a lot to cover. Make sure you subscribe. I post every single day. You will never miss a beat. Help me get to 120,000 subscribers, because the YouTube algorithm literally hates me. Maybe because I expose the truth and they don't want that out there. Or maybe my videos just suck. Or maybe a little bit of both. That's probably what it is. Probably a little bit of both. So anyways, let's jump into this. The prices of precious metals continued to soar on Thursday as the United States and Iran resumed airstrikes. Meanwhile, Tehran warned Washington that its new attacks were hindering the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz. So silver surged by 3.55% at 10:06 a.m. Eastern Standard to $60.36 per ounce. And gold jumped up to 41.22. Right now, silver's at $60.34. Now let's look a little deeper into also what's happening that affected the price. So, silver forecast. Silver jumps to near $59 as US dollar declines. Silver price climbs above 60 with a weakness in the dollar. Higher oil prices due to renewed Middle East hostilities have de-anchored inflation expectations again. I'm going to say a couple of things real quick that are very important to note. One, there's a direct correlation between the dollar and silver. Every time the dollar's stronger, gold and silver go lower. Every time the dollar's lower, gold and silver go higher. That is just how it works. So let's just think about this logically. If we know inevitably the dollar's going to collapse, it's lost 98% of its purchasing power. That's actually one of the shirts on the fourth wall, AG47 apparel merch that I make, clothing line. None of it's really Silver Slayer related at all. I just wanted to be clothes that talk about silver, like the AG47 periodic table or the embroidered one over I think it's all really cool. But there's a shirt that on there that says the dollar's lost 98% of its purchasing power. That's all it says on the shirt. And I think that's important for people to know because it's going to go to 99%. It's not like it's going to start going down to 97% and fixing itself. No, it will go to 99% and it will go to 100%. 98% is a factual percentage, by the way. That's a literal percentage of where the dollar's at right now. When it goes to 100% and the dollar inevitably dies, every fiat-based system does die eventually. What is that going to do to gold and silver? If we know that when the dollar's weaker, gold and silver is higher, when the dollar's stronger, gold and silver is lower, what does that mean? Inevitably, the dollar's going to die, which also means inevitably gold and silver will come out on top. That is literally just how it works. So just thinking ahead, that's enough reason right there that guarantees that gold and silver will come out on top. Because the dollar won't exist forever. There's going to be some either a reset or some type of, and with de-dollarization already, as all these other countries like decoupling from the dollar and using oil or gold or crypto or whatever. It's all it's just how it happens. It's how it works, and I don't have any. That's the most blunt way to put it. So. Higher oil prices due to renewed Middle East hostilities have de-anchored inflation expectations. The FOMC minutes show that officials are concerned over high inflation risks. So you can probably assume lower rate cuts is bullish for gold and silver. And when we're talking about it being higher, then that is bearish for gold and silver. So silver is up over 1% to near $59 during the European trading session on Thursday. The white metal gains as the US dollar faces selling pressure despite multiple tailwinds. At press time, the US dollar, which tracks the greenback's value against 6 major currencies, trades 0.25% lower to near 100.8. And here is a US dollar price chart. This table below shows the percentage of change the US dollar against listed major currencies today. US dollar was weakest against the New Zealand dollar. This is a very interesting table. Every day it's changing, so it's not like we really can get much information off of this because tomorrow it could look a lot different. But today, you can see so US dollar against the euro, 0.24%, Great Britain pound, 0.28%, Japanese yen, Canadian dollar, Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. So yeah, it's green against the euro, or the euro. I mean, the euro's green against the dollar. And yeah, anyways, so technically a lower US dollar makes the silver price a favorable risk reward bet for investors. Of course, the US dollar struggles to get support despite renewed high United States inflation concerns amid the restart of the war in the Middle East, rising oil prices due to exchange of attacks between the US and Iran, strikes of on Iranian infrastructure have refreshed global upside inflation risks in the FOMC minutes of the June policy meeting released on Wednesday. The bottom of the line was that the policymakers see inflation as dominant risk and favored monetary tightening moving ahead. Going forwards, the next major trigger for the US dollar will be the US Consumer Price Index, or CPI, and that's the data for June, which will be released on Tuesday. So yeah, silver trades higher around 60. It retains bearish near-term. I mean, so let's see these support and resistance levels. This is important. So it still holds beneath the 20-day exponential moving average at 62.38. The downside tilt is reinforced by the relative strength index, or the RSI, hovering around 37, which stays below the neutral 50 line but above oversold territory, suggesting persistent selling pressure without capitulation. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I could say something, but then tomorrow could be completely different. So it's almost pointless to try to throw any type of forecast in. You know, right now it's at 60. Tomorrow could be 59 or 58. I don't know if it would drop below 58 because I do think that's the bottom. But then it could jump back up from 58 to 62 and then 63 and then 58 again. Like, don't know. Have no idea. Maybe it jumps to 69 by next month. Who knows? But I do know one thing. Keep buying. On the top side, initial resistance is the round level of $60. So this is important. Initial resistance is the round level of 60, right? So 60 period, $60.00 is the resistance, right? That's the psychological resistance level that silver just broke above again, which is huge. And then the 20-day EMA is 62.38. Looking down, silver price could enter a fresh downside leg if it declines below the June 24th low at 55. I don't think it would drop that low. I think 58 is the new it's the new bottom, but I could be wrong. Anyways, though, I'm going to wrap this video up here. Just wanted to make a quick update on what silver did today and how it's pretty good news. It was an important day, because if it would have fell below 58, we probably would have seen 55, and we would have seen if it tested the $55 bottom. But now I think 58 is the new bottom. And like I showed in the introduction, what I said yesterday came out positively. It could have went negatively. It could have went really bad, but the test yesterday was passed today and it broke back above. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you guys want to purchase precious metals, hit up Miles Franklin. Send an email to info@milesfranklin.com. Let them know Slayer sent you. It helps me out. Ask for their special price sheet. They don't advertise it. It's something my audience can get. And if you guys want to buy something from AG47 Apparel, links in the description. Use code SLAYER47 for 15% off of your order. We have some pretty cool stuff over there. We have mugs, hats. We even have flags, like literal flag, a flag like you could put outside your house. So the huge periodic table AG47 posters. So like you could have a poster of the AG47 periodic table. We have everything. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. Thank you so much for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
The silver market moves fast, but prices move even faster. Subscribe to Silver Slayer for daily updates.